Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this mid-month psychic tarot update for September 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in this mid-month of September 2023, and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you are born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign, so you might want to check that out. So, all that being said, now on to your mid-month psychic tarot update, and I'm starting with the sign of Aries. The first card you have, Aries, is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is receiving an inheritance, working with a love partner to create strong financial stability and lineage for your family. It could also be winning money. It could be receiving a gift of cash from possibly even a family member. You may feel like, you know what, to get the money I want, or get the increase in income I want, or get the luck in money I want, I need to do things in a different way. So this could be you thinking about changing your career, changing something about the job that you do, changing something in regard to the business you own or how you handle your work and business. It could also be some change you may need to make if you are somebody that has investments like in the stock market or in property or in something else that you could invest in. I feel that some of you Aries are going to get a big boost to your finances and to your income come March. So between mid-September and the end of March, some of you will see some big increase. And some of you, it may not occur until March. But in that time frame, mid-September, end of March, there's some big oomph or boost to your income or finances. This is what my guides are telling me. Also, my guides are saying you have to put your finances elsewhere. Maybe you need to get involved in new investments, or maybe you have money in banks and you want to put it in a safe, or maybe you want to put it in property. Maybe you have money in stocks and you want to put it in property, or the reverse. You have money in stocks and bonds, but you want to move it out and put it into property. But so looking at where you want, like moving your money, looking to move money comes up here. But it's all in the name of protecting your money, increasing your financial gains. I don't feel it's for other reasons. And I think I've gotten this for Aries before. You have to stop spending money on frivolous things or trivial things. Maybe you do retail therapy. I've definitely done that. I can certainly say that, and I've certainly bought stuff and returned a lot of things too because of that. So just be careful of frivolous, unnecessary spending right now in mid-September, and maybe even going into the midpoint of October. So the card you have with it is the Two of Pentacles. So you had two Pentacle cards here. So Two of Pentacles is weighing your options. It could be having to make a decision or a choice between two things, weighing your options, seeking balance. There could be emotions tied up here in this decision, choice, balance seeking, weighing, option weighing. You're definitely going to be thinking about, where do I get the best deals? Now, this could be if you have to purchase something. Maybe you have to buy a car, or maybe you need to buy a generator for your home if the power goes out, or, you know, whatever it is you want to buy or need to buy. Maybe you need a new grill. Like, keeping your eye out and looking around, like, where is the best deals? Maybe even if you want to buy a home. You may also be thinking about where and how have I spent too much money and how can I get it back? So if you feel like you've spent too much money, maybe you want to sell some things that you bought. Or, you know, like I said earlier, returning things, selling things you bought. Like, some of you may be feeling like, I want to get some of that money back. Some of you Aries, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign are watching how somebody does something or crafts something, and you are going to repeat it and do it yourself. Now, this is what jumps into my mind, but I'm not saying this is what you're doing. This is an example. Say you watch somebody on YouTube that refinishes furniture. They save old furniture from the trash, and then they redo it completely, fix it up, strip it, paint it, stain it, do all the work, change the hardware, and then they turn around and resell it. You may watch somebody do that and then practice doing it on your own and get good enough, then you're going to do it. Then you're going to have a video channel. You're going to have a channel on YouTube making videos about doing that. Or maybe you're not going to make a video. Maybe you're going to do it, but you're going to find a way to turn around and resell that stuff. So that's an example, but I get some of you, am I shouting? I feel like I'm shouting. Am I shouting at you, Aries? I'm sorry. It's like you're watching somebody do something that then you're going to figure out. Maybe you already know how to do it, but you're going to watch how they were doing it, and then you're going to repeat it, and then whatever thing you repeat or do, you will turn around and make money off of it. So I hope those messages were of help to you, Aries. Now on to the sign of Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Well, this card rattled me when it came out for you. I'm like, what's happening with Taurus? Your first card in the reading of the two is Seven of Swords. And this is somebody lying to you, stealing from you, or deceiving you. You could be doing it, but usually it's like coming at the person. So let's see why. Some of you are going to find out that you are getting undermined for some kind of position, some kind of job, promotion, position, or something that you wanted, maybe even in a love relationship. Maybe there was somebody you were interested in, and you're going to find out that a friend of yours or a relative of yours was talking you down to that person. Or, you know, somebody was talking in your boss's ear like, you don't want to promote Taurus. You know, I don't know, but it comes up here like you finding out that somebody had undermined you for something that you wanted, whether it's a relationship, or, you know, a job, or something else. It could even be something else. For some of you, not all of you Tauruses, but for some of you, this happened 5 to 6 months ago. But you're finding out about it now. Yeah, because there was subterfuge. Subterfuge where people were sneaking around. There was like sneaking around and things going on behind your back. My guides are showing me a chessboard. And it was like this chessboard was hidden from you. And they were moving the pieces around behind your back. And I feel some of you Tauruses are going to come across this information by accident. I don't know that somebody blatantly comes out and tells you. I feel like you come across it. You either overhear somebody saying something, or you see something in writing or on somebody's desk or on their computer. Like, it wasn't like it comes out to you openly, blatantly, and honestly, if this makes sense to you. Like, you come across it serendipitously, unexpectedly. I feel like you're going to do something back about it, but I don't know what. Like, there is some kind of retaliation measures I see you doing. But again, I'm not really sure what you're going to do. Now, the next card you have with it is the Queen of Cups. This is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you, Taurus, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign, that's a water sign. But it could have to do with this Seven of Swords situation. This could be the person that kind of like did you wrong, this water sign, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising sign person. Some of you were involved with this person and then they did you wrong. Don't be thrown if it's a queen. If it was a water sign male, it doesn't matter that it's coming up as a queen. Just look at it as a water sign person. Sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So for some of you, this is somebody that did something deceptively in a relationship. And that could be a marriage partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, or lover situation. It could also be even a family member or a friend doing it. I don't know who's doing it to you, but it does feel connected to the Queen of Cups. This could have been somebody that was like very jealous or envious about what you knew how to do or what you had, and they feel they wanted what you have or had, or they wanted what you were going to get, or all of the above. I feel so many of you Tauruses are going to go, I knew it. I knew it. I was suspicious of them. Like, some of you are going to say, I knew it. I just hear the collective consciousness of Taurus saying that. This person feels like you've gotten too far. You've gotten too much. You've gotten too far. You've gotten too far ahead. Like, they want to stop you from progressing. They want to keep you from, like, whatever's going on with you, they're having insecurity problems or self-esteem issues, this Queen of Cups, this water sign person, sun, moon, or rising sign, where they are like, if you look good, they think it makes them look bad. If you have good things and have nice things and good things happen to you, then it shines a light on their life where they feel like it makes their life look crappy. That's it in a nutshell. So I hope you can weather this, Taurus. Just remember, this too shall pass. And you'll know what to do. My advice is to not do any knee-jerk reaction response. Like, when you find out about it, sit on it a couple of days and sleep on it a couple of days, because what you initially want to do isn't going to be what you will decide to do 2 or 3 days later. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. Hi, Gemini. The first card you have is Nine of Cups, and this is wish fulfillment. All good things coming to you in an emotional sense. It could be also feeling like very filled with contentment and peace and happiness, and you may even feel like the party it energy, like, yeah, let's, things are going my way, let's party. Some of you are going to find out that you get some kind of promotion. Some of you are going to may have some kind of occurrence that happens in your life, possibly a promotion or a change in your job or work or something in your life that you are going to feel like, now I'm on easy street. You could inherit some money. You could get a promotion and a raise at your job. You could change your job, or your job could change, and how it changes is like much easier for you, or a new boss or manager or supervisor coming in and they're way more lenient, less picky. These are the things my guides are showing me. So this is good news for you. Something is going to make you feel like things are going to be more easygoing for you. Some of you could be talking to somebody that nominates you for a position at your work, or maybe a political position, or nominates you to be president, secretary, or treasury of a club, group, or organization you belong to, or even in politics, like, you know, in your local government, in your state, you know, town or city government, your state government, you know, or a province. I don't know how it works in provinces. I would assume similar. So you're going to find out somebody's, my guides are calling it nominating you. You could also look at it like suggesting or recommending you for something. Some of you could get into a position where you are going to be training new people. I don't know if it's going to be something you do all the time, or if this is just something that you're going to be doing because of things that are shifting or changing. And, you know, training new people doesn't necessarily mean if at work or at a business you own, although most people it would be that. It could also be if you need to train people to do certain things at your house, at your property, like if you want things done a certain way, or, you know, whatever. You may be like training them. Say you hire somebody to clean your home, but there's very specific things you want done. You may have to show them what you want them to do. And the next card you have with it is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign person. This is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you, Gemini, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's an earth sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Taurus and Gemini. For some of you, if you have wanted to, like, if there was somebody that you were interested in, or you've been flirting with them, maybe on a dating site or at work or something, or some other way, the class or something you're taking. For some of you, this is somebody that wants to take you out and go on a date. Now, some of you are not single, so obviously that's not going to apply to all of you. This could be somebody you're close to in your life where lots of things fall upon them that really shifts and changes their circumstances. Now, that could be you if it's your rising sign, moon sign, or cusp sign. But this could be somebody else, like, you know, a sibling. It could be a love partner, where a lot of, like, I'm seeing like gears of a clock, you know, shifting and changing. And then, like, I see ball bearings tumbling down. So there's things changing with this Knight of Pentacles. That doesn't mean it's bad. It just means the gears of their life are shifting and changing. You know, if this is somebody that's going through life-changing events, they need to get it out. They need to talk to somebody. This could be somebody that could really benefit from some kind of counseling right now. They could benefit from that. This could also be somebody that you have to teach, train, or educate. This could be somebody that looks up to you, because I get, for some of you, they look to you like they want you to lead the way. They want you to teach them or point them in the right direction. So you could be a teacher, a mentor, or a parent to this Knight of Pentacles person, or like an instructor, a manager, a supervisor to this Knight of Pentacles person. Or you could be related to them and you care about them, or in a relationship with them and you care about them, but they could be looking to you like, you know, if they're having some kind of life-changing events and they feel like they're unsure of certain things and they need to get things out, or they're unclear about their direction, they may look to you to give them ideas, answers, solutions, point them in the right direction. All that comes up here too. So you're going to have to sift through this, Gemini. There's a lot of things that came up here with the Knight of Pentacles. They may even be, and it could be you if this is your rising or moon sign or cusp sign, but they may even be thinking of starting their own business. And if that's the case, they want to incorporate or have a limited liability corporation or whatever they want to do, they probably need to talk to a lawyer, or talk to people that can help them with that and point them in the right direction. So you had a lot going on there with those two. I hope those messages made sense to you. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hi, Cancer. The first card you have is the Star. So this is spiritual blessings, an answered wish or an answered prayer. Your spirit guides around you, or angelic realms, or the divine source is hearing your wishes and your prayers, and they're giving you some kind of spiritual blessing here. It's like you're taking a lot of things into account. You're surveying the land. You're surveying the situation. Now, it could be literally, maybe you're getting property surveyed because you're going to buy a property. But it could be surveying the land as far as like the lay of the land. Like you're going to move, or you're going to get a new job, or you're going into some kind of new situation. Could be school, could be training, whatever it is. And you're like, let me get the lay of the land here. Let me survey what is going on here. Some of you are going to find that you could become a homesteader. I'm getting down home and back to basics. Like if you didn't bake your own bread, you may start baking your own bread and growing your own vegetables, or, you know, whatever, like doing your own, I don't know how else to explain that. That's how I see it. Some of you may find that you're doing that, or doing, like, taking care of things more yourself that you didn't do before. You may even be repurposing things, like taking old clothes and taking them apart and doing different things with the material. You may find that you're gonna, like, instead of going out and buying something new, you may decide to, like if you had old furniture, you may just decide you're going to repaint the furniture, or, you know, repurposing things and using them in different ways. I see a lot of you doing that. Some of you could have some kind of really big breakthrough or discovery about something that could be very helpful and informative for you to know about your health. So if you had some kind of question like, why is this happening to me? Why do I feel this way or that way? And it's a mystery. You could have some kind of test result that comes back, or, you know, I don't know. Somehow you could get some insight, information, or breakthrough involving something to do with your physical health. So the card you have with it is the Moon. You have two major arcana cards here. That's interesting. So mid-September must be a big month, big time for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. So the Moon is usually, it can be romance. It can also be secrecy. It can be secrecy and deception in romance. This card could also indicate something is an illusion. It could be saying that your psychic ability and your intuition is increasing and accelerating in this mid-month of September, and maybe even moving forward. some of you it is romance, and you're finally going to get together with somebody that maybe you had a crush on, or maybe you had a fling in the past, and that's all it was, a fling, and then but something comes back around, and you have a chance now that you could be in a relationship with them now instead of whatever it was before. Like, so some of you, it could be somebody you know, somebody you dated before, somebody you had a fling with, or even had a relationship with, and they come back around for some of you. You may also feel like you have to be very careful and pragmatic with your choices now, the rest of this month and also into October, because you may feel like you're being watched. Like your bosses could be watching you, or people in your family. I don't know who's scrutinizing you and what you're doing or watching you, but I do get that for some of you Cancer. So you may feel like, ooh, I better, be careful what I choose, because somebody, or it could be a boss, could be a manager, a supervisor, could be your significant other, could be your kids, could be people in your family, like really watching what you're doing. And it doesn't mean they're watching it for nefarious reasons, but you may feel like, I need to be careful about what I choose to do. Lost items get found. So if you misplaced things, they're going to show up in probably the weirdest of places. You also have to be careful if you give predictions to people, because those predictions could come back to haunt you. So if you feel like you're good at predicting, you might want to reserve doing that in the middle of the month of September, from the midpoint to the end of the month, because somehow somebody could come back and like be mad at a prediction or accuse you of something, or so be very careful of that, Cancer. So I hope those messages were of help to you. By the way, I forgot to mention, there wasn't too many repeat cards among the signs, but your fellow water sign of Pisces also got the star for this mid-month update. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hi, Leo. The first card you have in this reading for this mid-month is Death. And this is transformation. Something ending, so something new can begin. You're going to feel like you got to bring about change this month. Or you may feel like, maybe you're going to feel like change is getting like imposed upon you. You can feel like that now. You are going through some kind of death and rebirth. Some kind of transformation is happening inside of you. Possibly some long-held behavior patterns and beliefs that have been so ingrained in you for so long you don't even think about it. But because some things are triggering or causing these transformations, I feel like you're actually going to be aware of it and be able to feel that this is happening to you. And in some ways, Leo, I do feel there are some aspects of yourself that you would like to cast off and have new aspects of yourself or your personality or your life. You may even find that you start getting introduced to new people. Or you may find yourself in new and different situations and you are introducing yourself to new people. And also you may feel like you need to get better acquainted with people that you only know peripherally. So you may feel like, well, I know this person, but you know what? They're quite intriguing or interesting, or they're really more part of my life now than they were before, so I need to get to know them better. Some of you may feel that way. And any kind of rapier wit, my guides are calling it. Razor sharp, rapier wit is their exact quote, is really going to come back to life in a big way, where you may find if you look, I've known quite a few Leos, and a lot of times they're very funny, especially when they're on fire with their humor. And I feel that some of you are going to, like, you know, maybe you've been busy doing other things. I'm sorry, there's a gnat in here because I have tomatoes sitting on my windowsill that weren't completely ripe, and it's making gnats come out. Great. Again, another gnat infested video. It's like if you had stepped away from humor, or you've been preoccupied or busy with other things, it's like your wit and humor is going to be really coming to the forefront. And anybody that led you down a rosy path, and then it turned out to be problematic or have deception or problems, you're going to like address it and point it out to them. If you have a Taurus rising or moon, you might want to watch Taurus. So, because they had something interesting, similar to that. The card you have with it is the Three of Pentacles. And this is expanding your skills, expanding your craft, maybe business or job expansion, growth with your money and finances, focusing on craftsmanship and attention to detail can also come up with the Three of Pentacles. So some of you, this transformation is about changing your job or your business. Like if you own a business, or if you work at a specific company or in a specific field, your job or business or career could be really going through a big transformation now and going through the month of October. And taking things out that you did before. This is the way my guides are saying it. Taking things out that you did before and parading them out. So if you had things you did in a company or a business you worked for before, skills, talents, certain offerings, any type of products or services that you kind of put off to the side or shelved, put away, you could be bringing those things back to life and doing it now, like bringing them back into the business you own, or maybe it's like skills or techniques or methods you used to do at your job or in your career that you kind of got away from it because things changed or for some other reason. So you stop doing it. Well, now you may gravitate back to those old techniques, methods, and things of that nature. If you're not working and you don't have a business, this could also be routines and schedules and things that you did in the past. It could be diet, exercise programs, any other kind of routines or methods or things you used to do in your home environment, or to do with your physical health and well-being and exercise and diet and whatever. You could be raking that back out again and getting into looking that over again. So, and doing it again. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to this sign of Virgo. Hi, Virgo. So the first card you have is the Devil. And this is being addicted to anything. Smoking, alcohol, drugs, sex, spending money, whatever. Addicted to anything. Shopping. This can also indicate being trapped and bound to an unhealthy relationship, or feeling and being trapped and bound to an unhealthy situation. I feel in some way you've gotten yourself into a pickle within yourself, and you're driving yourself crazy. In some ways you may feel trapped or stagnant, like you want to make a move, but you can't figure out how to do it, or you feel unable to do that. And you may find that in your mind, you're blazing new trails. You're coming up with really good, innovative ideas, or coming up with good ideas. But some ways you're behaving or acting, or what you're displaying or doing, could be driving some people crazy around you. And you may not care about that. You may be like, tough. Too bad if I'm driving people crazy. But this could be coworkers. It could be family members. It could be people in any clubs, groups, or organizations that you're involved with. I'm not sure where these people are. Some of you, it's like you've gotten fixated. Can I say that again? Fixated on certain ideas or plans, maybe even people. But I get you like fixated about it, and it's like you could be like obsessing, getting obsessed. It could be about a person you want to get involved with, or it could be about, you know, something you're addicted to. It could be about like certain ideas in your head, and you're like obsessing about it and fixating on it. You may feel trapped, like you want to like break free or make some kind of changes, and you may feel unable to do so. And you're coming up with ingenious and brilliant ideas, but something about your behavior of these obsessing, you may not even be aware of it, but something you're doing could be irritating and annoying to other people. Let me just say this. If you're like, that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, well, it could happen a little later than what I'm saying. Remember, timing is different for everyone that watches a general psychic reading. So the card you have that came up with it is the Three of Cups. These could be the three people you're driving crazy. Maybe not, but I'm just kidding. But you have Three of Cups, and this is three sisters, three females, three friends. It could be help from friends. It could also indicate parties or celebrations or gatherings. You could be having a celebratory conclusion to something. You could be throwing the party. You could be attending the party. You may feel like I get two completely opposing messages here. First, I get these could be people that you want to engage with and hang out with and get together with, and either they're blocking you from letting this happen, or situations are blocking you from it being able to happen. But conversely, I get for some of you Virgos, these are three people that are getting on your nerves and are irritating you, and that you don't want to have to engage with them. So you got, which Virgo are you? Are you the Virgo that wants to hang out with these people and feel blocked and for some reason like you can't? Or are you the Virgo that is feeling like these people are getting on your nerves and annoying you, and you don't really want to have to deal with them? You may also, this could be what you're getting obsessed about, because my guide said just right there that you could be like really dissecting, what are they up to? What's their motive? What's their agenda? Well, remember I said in the Devil card, you could be obsessed with your thinking and getting fixated on things. That could be what you're getting obsessed and fixated on. What's their agenda? What's their motive? What are they all about? And these could be people you know, but some of you, it could be people you don't really know that well. I don't know. It'll be different for all of you. You may look at them like they're spiteful, vindictive, and treacherous. Some of you Virgos may look at these three this way. Some of you, these people, look at you like they want you to join them. Come on. Come along, join us. It'll be fun. These could be people that you might be leery about getting into a friendship relationship with or hanging out with socially. And I'm going to tell you what right now, if that occurs in your mind at all about them, you better pay attention to that. You better listen and pay attention to that, because if you're like, nah, I'm okay, I'm just being silly, and then you hang out with them and do stuff with them or become intertwined with them, you're going to find that your intuition was right and that something will not work out. So listen to that caution there. Listen to that caution at the end there. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. And if they don't make sense, please, please, please watch your rising sign or your moon sign, or watch them all. If you know your rising sun and moon, I don't say it just to get you to watch the video longer. Many people, I've been on YouTube now for over 9 years, and people have written me many, many times in the comments and private emails, and even under my Vimeo videos on comments, like they're often surprised if they never really, really looked at their rising sign or moon sign, and then they suddenly decide to do so, and they're like, oh man, my predictions really, sometimes the moon sign makes the most sense to me, or the rising sign makes more sense to me than my sun sign. So that can change month to month. That can happen just once. It could happen month to month, or it could be that way all the time. So don't forget that I say that. I mean it when I say it. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Libra. Hi, Libra. So the first card you have is King of Cups. And the King of Cups is a water sign person. This is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you. If you have a rising sign or a moon sign, that's a water sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio. Somebody could want to like initiate you into something, indoctrinate you into something. It could be a new job. It could be a new position. It's kind of like they're a captain of a ship that can cast a very wide net to catch fish. So I feel like this could be somebody that could for some of you be a potential boss or instructor, a teacher, a mentor, a coach, an instructor, somebody that would have far-reaching networking capabilities for you. So this would be somebody that would be good for you to be connected to and affiliated with, because since they are somebody that can cast a wide net, they could be helpful for you in whatever you are trying to accomplish. If you're trying to expand your career, get new clients, get new accounts, get new customers, you know, make new connections in whatever field that you're in any field, in any way. This King of Cups is a good person for many of you Libras to get connected to. But keep in mind, that's not going to be the same for all of you. I see you looking at them like they're very wise, they're very intuitive, they're very well learned, or learned. How do you say that? Like, I get you seeing them like that. And you look at them like they've got excellent communication skills. They look to me that they look at you like they want you to diversify, expand, and spread out your, like maybe you have a business and they want you to spread out to new territory or venture out into new products and services. Or if they're a boss and you work for them, they may want you to do the same thing. Expand your territory, expand whatever it is you're providing. I feel like you may have gone round and round with them in the past and not seen eye to eye, or you may have been unsure about them in the past. Now, the card you have with it is the Judgment card. And this is, what do we think about a situation? What do we feel about it? What's the word? What's the proclamation? How are things going to go down? And how does it affect everyone involved? So you have the Judgment card with the King of Cups. Some of you are presenting something about yourself in a new way, or it could be new products, new services, new techniques. You could be presenting that to the public, to your clients and customers. Some of you Libras are having a real rounding the corner of a dynamics in a relationship. It could be with the King of Cups. It could be with a water sign person. But we could be talking about two separate issues here. You could, if you're single, you could have a friend that turns into a lover. Or a relationship, say it however you want. A relationship that was platonic could become serious. This could even be not in a love relationship. It could be in a working and a business sense. Like, maybe this is somebody that you've worked for, or you've had some kind of working or business relationship, and your relationship turns the corner, and now they're going to become a business partner to you. Or, or they were a working or business partner to you, or somebody you dealt with through work or business, and now the relationship turns the corner and you have a love relationship that starts. I don't know, because it's a general reading, so you'll have to see how it plays out. Now, for those of you that this makes no sense to, remember what I say in the beginning of the readings. Please watch your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. Or if maybe you just know your moon sign and your sun sign. Maybe you don't know your rising sign, or you know that you're born on the cusp. Please make sure you're watching those, because it could come up that your messages are really coming to you from there in this mid-month update more than your sun sign. So make sure you check them out. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. The first card you have is the Temperance card. And this is having to have patience. It can also be a card of alchemy, where God is working through you in what you're doing, thinking, creating, and saying. You may have, you got to be careful you don't do anything that's abrupt or rash. Now, that could have already happened, and you may be like reassessing that, like, oh, did I do something too abrupt or rash? But if you haven't yet, and you get that impulse, like you feel like this abrupt, adrenaline rush inspired, like rash or unexpected behavior, try not to do that in this mid-month of September, even going into the beginning of October. Somebody has given you information or insight that is not true. Or they gave you like the wrong directions, how to get somewhere. Could be wrong driving directions. Could be the wrong directions of how to do something that you wanted to work on and do. This is a time where you really need to stand true to your beliefs and stand firm, and not let yourself be gaslighted or swayed by other people trying to, get you to change your belief systems. It's not a time for that. Stand Stay true to your beliefs now. It's kind of like a rough patch or some like sticky patch. Like you just have to get past this. And you may feel like you need more fuel. Now, this could literally be fuel for an engine. But it could be fuel, like the right kind of fuel for your body chemistry. This could be talking about food, things you ingest, food and drink. It could also have to do with vitamins, minerals, any kind of natural supplements or medication. But my guides are referring to it as fuel. And this is where you must take a stand, some of you Scorpios, of what you are willing to and going to put in your body and what you're not. So if something drives up where somebody's like saying, you need to take this and you better do that, if that goes against your belief systems and your principles, Scorpio, for whatever the reason, don't acquiesce, don't give in. Stick to your principles. So the card you have with it is the Four of Cups, and this is ruminating, going within, overanalyzing, pulling at straws, worrying about the past. It could also be some kind of opportunity coming to you out of the blue that you miss, but you don't want to miss it. So make sure you're not too wrapped up in your own thoughts and worriment and things that you're, going within and analyzing, that you don't miss an opportunity. Because if you're awake and aware, you are not going to miss it. This could be a time, Scorpio, where you make some big overtures. And these overtures could be overtures of love to somebody. You may decide you want to tell somebody how you feel about them. Could be love and romance. Could be maybe like you really care a lot about your kids and you want to make some big overture of like, look how important you are to me, or to your parents or your grandparents or to your siblings or to somebody else in your life. But it could be love overtures. Like you make some kind of big overture in mid-September going into October. There could be something where you take yourself out of the running for something because you don't want to step on somebody's toes. This could be a political race, local politics. It could be for some club, group, or organization you belong to, and there could be like maybe you want to sit on a committee or a board of some sort, and you may decide, you know what, if I stay in doing this, I'm causing waves and stepping on people's toes. So there could be something you decide you want to take yourself out of the running for something. There is some element for some of you Scorpios where somebody like gives you a leg up on the ladder of success. So you could have somebody that wants to move you up in your job or give you a new or better position. If you play on any kind of sports teams, you could maybe get a different position on the team or in some kind of organization. Somebody could be giving you some kind of leg up. So got to think about this one, Scorpio. I hope those messages were of help to you. And I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. So the first card you have is the Queen of Rods. And this very likely could be you because it is a fire sign person. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. You may find like simple things become bothersome to you in this mid-month of September and going into the rest of the month. And that simple things are bothering you and feeling like they're a chore. You may be questioning, why do I have to put my time and effort into this stuff that you may feel like you're wasting your time, or it's too drab, or it's uninteresting. You know, I feel like you break out of this, or there's some kind of change that makes things a lot better once you get next month into October. This is kind of like a hairy month for some of you, where I feel like you could feel disjointed, or you feel pulled this way and then pulled that way. You may feel like you're getting pulled in different directions. I feel like you have like better opportunities and things come to you like right at the end of the month. And you may get some kind of information or instruction, or get shown how to do something that improves your life or makes your life easier. And you may feel like you're dealing with some kind of learning curve, and you may want to get something up and off the ground and running, and you may be doing some kind of studying, learning, educating, getting educated, or training about it. It's like I see all these puzzle pieces. My guides are showing me you looking at puzzle pieces, and that your life gets much better and smoother and easier when you stop, take the time, and focus on putting these different puzzle pieces together of your life. Some of your advantages this month is that you are getting along well and harmonizing well with others. So the card you have with it is the Hanged Man, and this is being in limbo, not moving forward, not moving backwards, being in a state of suspended animation and having to draw strongly from your own psychic ability and your own intuition when the Hanged Man shows up. You may feel like you go through a spell at some point in this month of September where you feel listless. Your energy may feel a little depleted or a little low. You may feel like you're kind of lacking a little oomph, and like you may be looking around like, where's my get up and go? You may have that feeling this month. And anything that you have to deal with facts, where you need to deal with facts, I feel like the facts are coming to you in dribs and drabs. And you're like, can't I just have all the, like, whatever it is, whatever facts you need? Whether they're facts coming from business employers, whether it's facts you need to be able to do something in your private life. Like, it's not like you get all the facts in one, here they are, bam, here you go, Sagittarius, here's all the facts. No, it's like they dribble in dribs and drabs. It could have to do with finances, the stock market. It could have to do with interest rates. It could have to do with things to do with your job, or some facts you need in order to do something, to make a decision or something. It's like, why can't I just get these facts all at once? No, they come in like piecemeal, here, there. And it's like, that could be frustrating for you. And so sometimes the Hanged Man means waiting. And for some of you Sagittarians, I feel like you are waiting for facts. Whether it's facts about people, money, I don't know, figures, things you need to complete or do something. You're wanting these facts, but they're coming to you in a, like I said, dribs and drabs and in piecemeal. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. The first card you have is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor. The planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you conspiring to give you karmic good fortune. It could also be the ups and downs of karma. It could indicate a karmic cycle is ending and then a new karmic cycle is beginning. some nuances of your life is changing. And some of you may find yourself like at a new place, in a new time zone for some of you. But it could be like, you know, different routines, like your routines could be changing, schedules could be changing. And you're going to have to come to the conclusion that you have to let go and trust the process. Because there's not much you can do right now about forcing issues or instituting change. You're kind of like caught up in the machine, like a cog in the wheel, like the Wheel of Fortune. Like you have to like go along, see how things play out. Trying to force issues right now or you know, push things is not going to be to your advantage. Some of you could have somebody that, like, you lose a member of the team. You know, like maybe at work, somebody retires. Could be somebody in your family that was old or not well. Maybe they're leaving this plane and going on to the spirit world. It could be in some capacity of a club you belong to or a group that you're involved with, and maybe somebody is leaving the group. It's almost like you're on some kind of sacred journey. You may feel like life is taking a really spiritual turn right now. And you may feel like suddenly my life feels more spiritual, like I'm on a sacred path or sacred journey, which you are. But you may feel that more now. So be aware. You could have a lot of signs, symbols, synchronicities, important dreams. Things like that could really start kicking up for you. And this could be coming from your higher self doing it, your spirit guides, angelic realms, deceased loved ones could be making these things happen. So you may see an acceleration in synchronicity of numbers, finding feathers on the ground, anything, dreams, that all could be kicking up for you right now. Now, the card you have with it is Judgment. The other sign that got that this month was Libra. I only had 3 cards repeated for the signs, and sometimes there's a lot more. Signs get repeat cards, but it's only 3 this month. So Libra also has Judgment. Now, Judgment is, what do we think about a situation? How do we feel about it? What's the word? What's the proclamation? How are things going to go down, and how does it affect everybody involved? There could be some kind of announcement. You could be maybe making some kind of announcement of some sort in the month of mid-month of September and going into October. In some ways, you may feel like you are compelled to start anew. Now, for some of you, this could be in a family situation. Maybe you want to move, or maybe you're thinking having another child, like the birth of a child, or making some kind of move. Some of you may be thinking of fixing things in your environment, things that are broken, replacing things. Some of you could be doing this because you want to move. If you have a career that you feel has come to a halt or a standstill, you may want to inject some life into it by, I don't know, doing what, but you may feel like, well, my career has stalled, or my job is stalled, or my business feels stalled. You're going to come up with some way to inject life back into it to get it going again. If you have any court cases that you're dealing with, you could find out the judgment and the outcome of the court cases. Now, some of you, it will go in your favor, but you could find out the outcomes. And some of you could be making a new start in a new place and starting over. You got a lot of new start energy coming up here for you Capricorns with this card. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Remember to check out the psychic tarot readings I do at the beginning of the month. If you didn't look at them for September, you may want to go back, because you know, sometimes you want to see, is the stuff I said coming happening? Is it coming true? You might want to check it out. Maybe you forgot what messages I got for you at the beginning of the month. So please be sure to watch the psychic tarot readings for your sign, sun, moon, and rising signs at the beginning of the month as well. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. So the first card you have in your reading is the Six of Swords. And this could be travel, but it could also be moving from troubled shores to better shores. It could be a new commute for work. Like I said, it could be travel, but a lot of times this card comes up when people are moving. Some of you Aquarians may feel like things are getting under your skin about where you live. It could be the people in the neighborhood. It could be things in your home or where you live are breaking down or aren't working right or need to be revamped and refurbished. And you may really be going through in your mind how to keep things stable in this economy. You may feel like, you know, maybe you want to maintain the status quo, but you're feeling squeezed by the things going on out in the world, financially speaking. And so you may be mulling things over in your mind as to how you can stay stable in this economy. Some of you may be really thinking about moving. Maybe you have a property you want to sell and you may want to go to a lease. Maybe you don't want to buy another place if you own a property. Or you could be just looking into moving. I don't know. Some of you could be moving this month, but some of you may be pondering it. Like it's coming up in your mind and you're starting to mull it over. You may be thinking of cashing in on investments or withdrawing money from like property, stocks, bonds, IRAs, credit unions, whatever. I don't know if you can cash in on insurance policies. I'm not sure about that, but any kind of accounts, I feel like some of you are going to feel like, well, I'm cashing in on these things. I'm taking the money out. And then you're either going to travel or fix your home, upgrade the things that need to be fixed. Or for some of you, you may be moving. Some of you may be selling a home and then deciding you want to rent and lease a place instead of owning. It's going to be different for all of you. So the card you have with it also came up for Leo. Now that's the opposite sign of you on the wheel of the zodiac. So interesting that you both got Three of Pentacles. And Three of Pentacles is expanding your work, expanding your business, expanding your skills, expanding your trade, focusing on craftsmanship and attention to detail. You could have money expansion here. Financial growth could be happening. You could be getting a new job or a promotion or having more work on your plate, like more work to do. Some of you may want to scale back something you do in your business or in your work because you want to pursue something else or do something else. So it could be a service or a product you sell or at your business, or something in your life that you do that you want to scale back because you've got something else in mind. You're thinking about and getting ready to shift in a different direction or pursue something else. And I wouldn't be surprised if you decide to rework things. So if you have a job or own your own business, there could be like some things that you do where you're like, well, I'm going to rework this because it needs to be improved. You may be looking at your finances like that. Like, wow, well, my finances need to be a lot better. And so I need to rework something to fix and improve that situation of my finances. So what are you going to say to yourself? Where can you rework something in your life to improve it? It could be a business you own, a job or career you have, and it could possibly be something you shift and change and alter and to improve and enhance your finances. You know, I feel like you're going to have a lot of light shed on your finances for you, but I don't know that many of you Aquarians are going to have that happen now. That feels more to me like once you cross over the threshold into 2024, like you understand things better. You have more enlightenment and understanding about your money, how it's growing, where to move it, what to do with it, to improve it. But something about it's coming up now as well. It's not like you're not dealing with it now, because it did come up here now also. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Pisces. Hi, Pisces. You are going to be very proactive in capturing people's attention this month and getting noticed and getting recognition, because your first card is the Star. And that is what my guides are telling me. Now, the Star is an answered wish or an answered prayer or a spiritual blessing. But, you know, my guides are saying you're going to be capturing people's attention, getting noticed, getting recognition from others. And you know what? I also feel you're going to be working extra hard this month, because that happens at the end of this month and going on to the next. Because of this, it's like going to inspire you to put the pedal to the metal, to, you know, work harder. It's going to be a big motivator for you. You're going to like really examine your life. Look at the choices you're making, the decisions you're making, and kind of separate it and almost like lay it out in front of you, and like, what makes you happy? What brings you joy? What makes you happy? Where do you want to put your focus and your energy on? Because, you know, what is the phrase? Where attention goes, energy flows. And it's going to make, wherever you put your attention and your focus, it's going to grow and expand for you. And I see you looking at things in your life like that. I do feel like some of you are going to attain some kind of position of power, or achieve some kind of goal. And I get recognition again, capturing people's attention and getting recognition. My guides repeated it now like 3 times. And wherever you can express yourself, you're going to be very good at expressing yourself, especially truthfully and genuinely. And if you have any lust or desire or passion for anybody, that's going to come out and come across too. And if it's not a person, it could be about something you feel passionate about. You're going to be very expressive about that now. And the card you have with it is the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. It could also be enjoying the finer things of life, like more luxuries. And I feel like somehow your money may be increasing, because I get the vibe here, like you're going to feel like you can do more. Spend more, do more, do more, because I feel like you have more money, or more money is coming. And my guides are saying, like, it's like the collective consciousness of Pisces. I get, watch how I surpass what you're doing. Like, so you may have other people where, you work, or in a club or group or organization, or in some family situation, where you're going to like stand out from the crowd and surpass other people. You're going to blow them away. You're going to be moving past them. And some of this, it's because of your own nature, your own stick-to-itiveness, your own ability to express yourself through your talents, your skills, your knowledge, even verbally. You could be talking to some people, or a person, or some people that want to open some kind of door for you this month, or give you some kind of opportunity or chance. And you could be talking to them about this in the month of September going into October. And I feel like you're going to be giving more attention, focus on, and to attention in detail on some different things than what you were doing before. Like, I see you, like your attention gets shifted and focuses on other things. And I feel like this is a positive thing for you. It's not something you don't want to do. It's not something that's going to be annoying to you. This is something that is good for you, because it's good to shake things up, right? It's good to have your energy shift and change. And some of the reasons that you could be feeling like this is, we have an eclipse coming, in 2 eclipses in October. The first one is a new moon solar eclipse in Libra. And eclipses can affect you a few weeks prior to the eclipse, and that one's on the 14th of October. And I feel some of what I'm picking up for you in this reading is connected to that eclipse. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others. Because you know what? When you like the video and share the video, it helps me out, helps the channel grow, and it helps get psychic messages and predictions to people that maybe could benefit from it, because it'll help me with the YouTube algorithm, so more people will view my videos. And please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell if you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And also, I'm also on Rumble. On Rumble, my channel name is The Lucky Mermaid LLC, all one word together. So if you want to follow me over there, my videos are also going up on Rumble. And I'm also on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I put tweets or expressions out there almost daily. So if you're on that platform, you might want to see what my guides are saying over there on X. So if you would like to get any of the special videos I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools, where I bring you messages and predictions from my spirit guides for those subjects for each sign of the zodiac, you can access those video links down below in the description box in the Show More section underneath this video, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page, And there you will see all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want under the heading of the video series you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. The most recently recorded video series I just did is for the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, October 14th, 2023. Psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. Those predictions go out for 6 months and can even last up to a year, because when I was doing those videos, most of the time the predictions went out past the 6-month mark. So you might want to check those out, and I recommend watching your rising sign and your sun sign in those videos if you can do so. Also, don't forget my Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread psychic tarot readings. They go out for a year, starting in August of 2023 through until the end of August of 2024. There's 7 cards in those readings, lots of predictions and messages. Many people like those Horseshoe Tarot spread readings. They're popular on Vimeo. You might want to watch yours. Also, my psychic crystal reading for the month of September 2023. If you haven't gotten your psychic crystal reading yet, these are kind of like a continuation or an expansion of the psychic tarot readings that I do at the beginning of the month on YouTube and also on Rumble. So if you want to see what else I get for you in the crystal, you might want to get those. Now, there's also my my mid-year psychic tarot update for each sign of the zodiac. We're not done this year yet. We still have the rest of September, all of October, all of November, and all of December. So that's a lot of time left. You might want to see what I got in the mid-month psychic tarot updates for your sign or your sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, because there's a lot more of this year left to go. Also, my mid-year love and romance psychic tarot update for 2023 for singles and couples. The first half of the reading is for singles. The second half of the reading is for couples. And I pulled a psychic tarot for the heart oracle card for both the singles and the couples in one card at the end of the reading. So watch the entire video and there will be crossover. Some messages for singles can apply to couples and vice versa. And if you didn't, did you get your psychic, did you get your new year of 2023 big love readings for singles and couples yet? Because that's still in play until the end of this year. So that link is also down below. Also, my career and finance psychic tarot and crystal readings for 12 to 18 months, starting in April of 2023 and going out until the end of October of 2024. So you might want to get those to see what's going to happen for your career and finance over that time period of that 12 to 18 months. And I may be discontinuing doing those. I may do them in a different way or may just stop doing them altogether. So we'll see how it goes. But if you want to get possibly the last one I do of that series, you might want to check those out. Also, don't forget my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023. They were very lucky this year, I felt right off the bat. So if you want to see what's lucky and new for you, that link is also down below. And check out the New Year's readings for 2023, as it's not over yet, and all the links are below. The love readings, the crystal readings, the tarot readings, all for the new year of 2023. We're not done this one yet, so if you didn't get any of those, you might want to check those out. If you would like to follow me on my social media pages, I am at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook. I am the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And I'm at the Lucky Mermaid on X, formerly known as Twitter. And you can follow me now on Rumble at the Lucky Mermaid LLC is my channel name. And I'm putting up psychic tarot and crystal readings over there. There's also a donation link down below in the description box in the Show More section on YouTube if you would like to make a donation to this channel and help support the readings I do. I do truly appreciate it, and your donations do mean a lot, and they do help me a lot. So thank you so very much for that. I truly, truly appreciate it. So I hope you have an absolutely awesome rest of this month of September of 2023, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.